The family I was house-sitting for left me a long list of rules. Feed the cat, water the plants, don't touch the thermostat, bring in the mail. Most of it was the ordinary kind of thing anyone leaves a house-sitter. But the last rule was different. The last rule was underlined twice, pressed so hard into the paper that the pen had nearly torn through it. It said, "If you hear knocking from the basement, do not answer it. It is not us." I needed the money, so I didn't ask questions. People are strange about their houses, and a job is a job. And it was a beautiful house. Too beautiful, honestly. The kind of place that makes you walk a little quieter so you don't scuff anything, where every surface is clean and every room smells faintly of cut flowers. The Hartleys were nice enough when they handed me the keys. Polite, grateful. But I noticed something while the mother was talking me through the list. She kept glancing at the basement door, just little flicks of the eyes, over and over, the whole time she spoke. I noticed it, and I filed it away, and I told myself it didn't mean anything. People are weird about their houses. The first 2 nights were quiet. The cat was friendly and slept on my feet. The plants didn't die. I read on the couch under a nice lamp. I slept in the guest room in sheets that were softer than anything I owned, and I started to feel a little silly about that underlined rule. A house this nice doesn't have anything wrong with it. That's what I told myself. Beautiful houses are safe houses. I actually believed that. The knocking started on the 3rd night. It was just past midnight. I was half asleep, that warm, heavy place right before you go under, when I heard it. 3 slow knocks, coming up through the floor. Knock, knock, knock. Not frantic, not loud, patient, even, spaced out like someone who had all the time in the world. And it was coming from below me, from the basement. I sat straight up in bed. My whole body had gone cold in that animal way, the way your skin knows something is wrong before your brain is caught up, before you can put a single word to it. And then I remembered the rule. I could see it in my mind, in the mother's careful handwriting, underlined twice. Do not answer it. It is not us. So I didn't. I made myself lie back down. I pulled the blanket up, and I stared at the ceiling, and I listened to my own heart. And after a while, a long while, the knocking stopped. I did not sleep again that night. The 4th night, it came earlier, and there were more of them. 5 knocks, 6. The 5th night, it came with a voice. A woman's voice, muffled by the floorboards, coming up soft from the dark below. And it sounded... And I hate that I'm telling you this. I hate how much it sounded right. It sounded exactly like Mrs. Hartley. "I forgot my key," it said. "Oh, I'm so sorry to bother you, sweetheart. Could you just come open the door for me? It's freezing down here. I've been down here so long." I almost did it. That's the thing nobody tells you about this kind of fear. It didn't sound like a monster. It didn't growl or hiss or scream. It sounded like a tired, kind, embarrassed woman who'd locked herself out and felt bad about waking me. It sounded like someone who needed help, and I am the kind of person who helps. My feet were already on the cold floor. I was already walking. My hand was actually on the basement doorknob, my fingers actually closing around it, when one clear thought cut through everything.
The basement only opens from this side. There is no outside entrance. I'd seen the whole house. There's no bulkhead, no cellar door, no window big enough to climb through. There is no way on earth anyone could be locked out down there. There is no way anyone should be down there at all. I took my hand off the knob, very slowly, and the voice, still gentle, still patient, still so terribly kind, said, "You're closer now. Good." I went back upstairs, and I called the Hartleys. It was the middle of the night, 3 in the morning, and I expected it to ring and ring. The mother picked up on the first ring, instantly, like she'd been sitting by the phone, like she'd been waiting for this exact call for years. I told her about the voice, about how it sounded like her. There was a long, long silence on the line, so long I thought the call had dropped, and then she said, very quietly, very carefully, "Don't go down there. Stay in the guest room. Shut the door and don't open it for anything until the sun is up. We're coming back early." And she hung up before I could say a word. They came back at dawn. I heard their car in the driveway as the sky was just going gray. Mr. Hartley came in without a word, went straight to the basement door with something heavy wrapped in an old towel, and told me, gently, but in a voice that left no room, not to follow him and not to listen. Mrs. Hartley sat me down at the kitchen table and made me tea with hands that would not stop shaking, the cup rattling against the saucer, and finally she told me the truth. The knocking had been there since the day they bought the house. Years. It came with the place, the way a leaking roof or a bad foundation comes with a place. They had learned to live with it. They had children. They had taught the children the rules before they could even read, and the one rule, the only rule that truly matters, the reason for the underlined warning, is this: it cannot come up on its own. It can knock. It can call. It can wear a voice you love and beg you with perfect sweetness, but it cannot open that door. It needs someone on this side to do it. Someone kind enough, or tired enough, or fooled enough to turn the knob and let it up. That is all it has ever wanted. That is all it does. It waits, and it knocks, and it waits for a house sitter who doesn't know the rules. I gave back the keys that morning. I didn't take the rest of the payment. I never went down to that basement, and I never saw what Mr. Hartley carried down there wrapped in a towel, and I have made my peace with never knowing. But here's why I'm telling you this. Here's the part I can't get past. Sometimes, late at night, in my own apartment now, miles and miles away from that beautiful house, I hear 3 slow knocks coming up through my floor. Knock, knock, knock. Patient, even. And I live on the ground floor. I don't have a basement. Lock your doors. Sleep well, if you can.